Fiona, just picking up what Emer said there, the depth there, it's so important. But have you seen any signs from Ireland that they are getting better? Or is it just, are they going backwards?
No, I don't think they're going backwards. I think the coaching staff probably haven't had a lot of time to put their stamp on the style. I'm not seeing any clear style in how we defend. I'm not really seeing any clear style, I suppose, in how Ireland attack. But I think that's more with the chops and changes they've been forced to make. We knew, I suppose, at the start that the sevens mightn't come in. Now, I think there might be talk that they might be able to come in for the last couple of games. I'm not too sure, but they've seemed to reverse their saying that they definitely wouldn't be playing. It seems to be now that it's not off the cards. So look, I suppose the player pool became smaller then. We saw Ireland go over and compete in over in the combined provinces as over in that cup, the Celtic Cup. I personally don't think that stood much to them, and I'll tell you why. A lot of people mightn't understand that the likes of Wales would have been in it and Scotland. But all the Scottish and Welsh players that would start in general were playing in the Premiership in England and were not released for this tournament. So Ireland were essentially playing teams with absolutely no one that would, maybe a couple of people might have kicked on and made the squad at the end, but they weren't playing against competitive English and against Scottish and Welsh teams. So I think that was huge, that maybe a couple of games, look, it's been ironed out. They'll have to fix that. Maybe a couple of friendly games might have stood better to them against teams that they would potentially be playing in this Six Nations. But they've had to use what they've had as a squad, and I haven't seen much of it, but I will say one thing: from the first game to the second game, certain areas they definitely improved that they needed to fix. So that's the sign of a good squad as well. We talked about maul defense at times and scrum going into France. The French scrum was huge. Ireland were able to counteract that at times until maybe the last 15, 20 minutes when tiredness kicked in. As pundits, as fans, what we need to start seeing, and especially in this Italy game now, is attack. We haven't seen anything from the Ireland attack. We saw Dana come in and we saw a couple of nice kicks. So if they can vary it going into the next few games, if they have possession against England, it'd be nice to see them do something. They look like they were kind of, when pressure was coming on at times, that they didn't know where to go. And I'd like to see more structure around that.